The first Super Chase of 2019, here we have Biz Torqsen, a Piston Cup reporter from Cars 3. Probably not the best Super Chase we've ever gotten, but I still think she's pretty cool, especially since she actually talked in the movie, whereas most of the Super Chases we get are just background characters that didn't even have a line, didn't even have like a full second in the movie. Biz is quite different, and we'll talk about that later on in the video when I open her up. But if you guys don't already know, all the new cars I've been reviewing lately came from 2019 Singles Case E. And I actually unboxed that case last Thursday, so you can check out that video in the description below or the top right pop-up in the cards there. Now, I always do a poll on all these videos to see who you guys want me to review next, and Biz won the poll on my metallic Nick stickers video by a decent margin. I think it was like 66%, which was around 150 people. So thanks to everybody who voted. And the final two options are as follows. Number one is Bill Revs here from the Cotter Pin. And last but not least is Kiel Motorray, a Mini Cooper from the Florida 500 who has a ton of luggage. I don't know what she's doing. Maybe she just came back from a trip and wanted to catch the Florida 500 real quick. So yeah, those are the last two new ones from the case, but fear not, we're going to be doing this whole process over again with Case H in like a week or so. Probably not even that long. I'll have the Case H videos up pretty soon. So definitely something to look forward to. There's like 5 new cars in that case. And then after that case, we'll have Case J, which is like 8 or 9, maybe even 10 new cars in that case. So lots of stuff to look forward to here on the Disney Docket channel. So let's get into the package for Biz. So all Super Chases are automatically put in the Scavenger Hunt series, except for Globy, who is a deluxe that will be released a little later this year, probably pretty soon though, in the World Grand Prix series. So that's a little oversight by Mattel. All these Super Chases, Model Rares, should be in the Scavenger Hunt series, just like the metallic cars, because they are a little rarer, especially the Super Chases. The metallic cars aren't super rare, these are. We got a blurred desert background, some nice art for Biz. On the back, you see a nice die-cast picture of her, no other cars to show. Super Chase vehicles are limited to no more than 4,000 units produced. That's how it's always been, pretty much. And you have a picture that has absolutely nothing to do with Biz. However, I think this is the image they plan on using for Emily Engine, who is that car right there, who also will be a Super Chase in a couple cases. Probably like this summer, June, July is when she'll be released. And that is probably why, I don't know, another oversight by Mattel. They should have put a picture of Biz, but they put a picture of the next Super Chase, who is that car in the background there. All right, so that's pretty much it for Biz's package. Let's break her open. So here we got Biz out of the package. She's looking great, but she is definitely way smaller than I thought she'd be. I mean, check her out in comparison to McQueen. She's basically just half his length without counting the microphone, and it looks like they're comparable in height too, which is very strange because McQueen's supposed to be low. He's a race car. Biz is just a normal coupe, so it's pretty cool. She's like a mini car, you know? So we'll talk about that a little later and do a bunch more comparisons. I have like 10 cars I want to compare her to here. But first, her appearance in Cars 3. So first, she appeared after, I think it was the Bumper Saves, Gears, and Glory race. McQueen is looking up on the stage at Jackson Storm being interviewed by Chick Hicks, and then he is encountered by Biz, who asks about Cal Weathers' retirement. She's like, any comment on Cal's retirement? Because he's your friend. And McQueen's like, what? I had no idea he even retired. And then she reappears at the Rusty's Racing Center, kind of being the typical, stereotypical paparazzi chasing down McQueen, and that's when Guido and Luigi kind of have to fight him off, but they're asking a bunch of questions, and Biz doesn't really have a line there, but she is seen off to the right. So that's pretty cool. She has a couple scenes like that in the movie. I find that awesome that she actually spoke as well. She's like one of those little supporting reporters in there instead of just being like, I don't know, Jay Lowley, who just had like a second in Cars 1 and then was a super chase. So I do like Biz for that reason. So now let's get into the review of her, just straight looking at what she has to offer. So I think she is one of the better Thailand cars in terms of eyes. I really like these eyes. They don't seem grainy to me at all. The only thing is maybe the black outline's a little too bold, but I love this Thailand release. Like, no problem with it whatsoever. The grill is nice with those lights there. You got a nice little smile. You have this microphone, which is a nice accessory here. It does swivel a little bit, but be careful. It is not removable. You can see how it is not connected to the tire, so it moves independently of that. It is just straight up black. It would be cool if they add some detailing to it. I'm not a big fan of this little thing that sticks out here because that's supposed to be like a wire, I think. But they filled in the gap between the wire and the pole that it's stuck onto. So that's a little weird, but still nice. She has the Cars 3. Basically, every Cars 3 reporter has this RSN yellow headset where it says RSN Racing Sports Network in the center and has the yellow outline. This one, however, does not have the big antenna that Shannon Spokes and Chick Hicks have, and we'll be taking a look at them in just a moment here. And on the back here, we can take a look at her license plate, which again, just like Bob Cutlass we were looking at the other day, has M02-08E. Now, this is definitely some sort of real-life person's initials and birth date. So February 8th is this person's birthday. I'm trying to think of anybody with the initials of ME who played a role in Cars 3. I did discover who Bob Cutlass's license plate corresponded to, who I actually have right here. Remember, it was R0826E. That is actually August 26th, the birthday for Ray Evernham, who actually played Jackson Storm's crew chief in Cars 3. Yeah. That, I know, right? That is so strange. Like, what? Why wouldn't you put this license plate on him, who hasn't even been released yet? But that is ridiculous. I think that's a screw up on Mattel's part. Maybe this is as well. I mean, she definitely, Biz had an actress, probably somebody who's not really big and famous though, because there's only like a line. But somebody, maybe it's her, maybe it's not. I'm trying to think of somebody with ME. I'm struggling to think of anybody though. So let me know in the comment section below. I'll probably do some research myself. Here's the base. 51 for the 51st week of the year. L for the year 2018. A for the factory. Made in Thailand. I love how that's different fonts and size and everything else. They must be proud to make these in Thailand. All right, now comparing her to a couple other Cars 3 RSN reporters. You have Chick Hicks here, who obviously is not similar in model whatsoever, but they do have that similar headset. Chick's is a little bigger, and it has this huge antenna coming off of it. His is also attached to a microphone, whereas it looks like Biz's job is just to listen. She can't speak. To be seen and not heard, I guess, is her role, whereas Chick has to have his opinion put in there. Shannon Spokes is just like Chick Hicks. She's got the microphone and the extended antenna on top of it, just so she can do some extra long distant reports. Now, I find it funny that their colors, the color of their models, are pretty much the same. There have been many variations with Shannon Spokes. We've gotten silver, gold, Thailand, and then we're going to get metallic. So all in all, their colors are very similar. Now, I don't know if it's a requirement by Amazon, or not Amazon, RSN, what am I thinking, Amazon, to have all their reporters be like the same uniform color, which I think is a little bit like controlling, especially since Chick Hicks gets to be his green color. But I think that's because he's more of a role model. He's more of a public figure, whereas Shannon and Biz are just employees. So I don't know about that. Shannon also has the red design. She gets a little bit of a spruce up in there with the red RSN stripe. But it is interesting that they're pretty much the same color, and they have very similar rims as well, multi-spoke rims. This white RSN reporter is a canceled guy from Cars 1. Probably will do a video on him, so stay tuned for that, by the way. And of course, we have Natalie Certain, who's just the statistician. Not really a reporter, but she looks cool. She looks cool out here. All right, now I have a bunch of cars to compare Biz to, starting with who I think is the most similar to her, being Mary Escogar. So this is one of the Cars 2 Puerto Corsa waitresses at the casino. She is different though. She has a longer window there, and she's just a little longer in general, but you know, same type of coupe model. It's kind of like that Puget or Pugo. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it because it's not available in the US. But yeah, this is a P-E-U-G-U-O-T, something like that. I can't spell off the top of my head. But yeah, that is the model that Mary is here. And it looks very similar to Biz, although Biz doesn't have that logo. And it's probably not Biz because of the fact that that is an international, more of a European brand. And Biz is obviously an American car. Probably. I guess we can't really assume. So yeah, I think they're definitely pretty similar. Same thing here with Darla Vanderson, another, I don't know, I like to call them SUV coupes because they're not like an extended long coupe, but more of a like mini car, I guess. I guess mini car would be a better way to describe them. But yeah, still a little different here, and Darla is also raised up. She is a little bit taller, I guess. She also has the awesome crown. I love Darla. Awesome. And who else do I have here? I have Timothy Two-Stroke, who's pretty similar to Darla. Raised off the ground a little bit with some accessories. Nasty looking mouth plate. Not a fan of mouth plate, guys. You know that. Alright, they're alright. Here we have Aloy Hemberger. Now we're getting a little bigger than Biz here, but pretty much the same gist. Now this is a... No, this is a Fiat. Is this a Fiat? No, this is a Puget. I think this is a Puget, whatever. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think this is a Puget, pretty sure about that. Kind of similar as well. I really do want to know Biz's actual model. That would be kind of nice to know. Here's Bob Motors, the exact same model as Aloy Hemberger, who I just showed. Now, in terms of size, like I was saying, she is super small. Like, Suki kind of is almost bigger than her in a sense. Suki is wider, taller, and looks bulkier. Like, can you believe that? And Suki is one of the smallest cars in the entire Cars diecast universe. So, I wanted to point that out because she really is dramatically small. In the movie, I don't really, strike to see that she is that small. Like, I look at it, she looks pretty average, so I was a little surprised when I saw she was this small. This is definitely a Fiat Francesca from Puerto Corsa, Cars 2. And that's pretty much it for all my comparisons here. Again, with McQueen, you can definitely see how small she is. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I do want to get a little group here of reporters because I think that'd be fun. Yeah, here's the team so far. The team of on-field reporters. Who is your favorite? Chick, Biz, or Shannon? Gonna have to go with Chick. I feel like everybody would have to go with Chick just since he's, such an iconic character. But Shannon and Biz are pretty nice additions as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying all my recent content. I think I've been doing a decent job just producing a ton of videos lately. Doing that Avengers video, doing like 3 videos a week, 3 videos on the weekend. So it's been pretty nice. I've been proud of my abilities lately. So thanks again. I will see you guys tomorrow for a review on whoever you guys vote for. It'll either be Kiel or Bill. I'm going to vote for Kiel. I really do like Kiel, but they're both pretty equal in my mind. I'm shocked that they weren't voted in sooner. If I was in charge, which I am, but I like letting you guys decide who wins. I would have personally reviewed them in the order of Richie, Steve, Xanadu, Kiel, Bill, Biz, Bob, and then Nick Stickers. So completely different than what I would have done, but that's cool. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye now.